everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Carol from Practical Mystic. Today we are continuing the series on the individual date of birth on any month. We look at the meaning, the planets, the astrological significance, and of course some numerology. Today we are doing number 9. It is the last of our single digit dates of birth. So the planet is Mars and the esoteric planet is Mercury, and we'll explain that a little bit as we go along. And the sun sign is Aries, of course. Rising can also be used when you're looking at your complete chart. The element is fire. The energy is dual. It is yin and yang, meaning feminine and masculine, or receptive or forceful. The concord is air, artistic. That will be on page 2. We will discuss that. There is no challenge per se of the number 9 date of birth. And the class is the all, and that too will be explained on the second page. So, being a number of completion, that's the number 9, those born on the 9th day of any month have a purpose-driven attitude about life. There is an inborn sense that they are here this lifetime to make a difference and in some cases, leave a legacy. They have a vision, and it is in this vision that they discover who they are. At the highest level, they come to realize their strengths and weaknesses. With honesty, acceptance, and perseverance, they usually obtain their visions or their goals and desires. This could be on a grand scale or just for their community and family. 9s are usually endowed with lots of energy and vitality. They love to assist others and be of service to all. Humanitarian is a key word for these individuals. Most 9s are perpetual learners and constantly in the act of doing. There is often a restlessness about them. The planets Mars and Mercury give 9s sharp minds, versatility, inquisitiveness, literary skills, and often an occupation that involves change and traveling. They don't like repetitive things. They need to be challenged. They like things to be different in a little way. Now, where these planets are in your chart, that means Mars and Mercury, what houses they are in, and also what aspects they are making to other planets is very important in understanding all of the gifts from the planet Mars, which is action, pioneering, energy, willpower, courage, and Mercury, which is communication skills, literary skills, thinking and reasoning. So 9s are good bosses and have the ability to motivate others with their idealism and abundance of enthusiasm. They usually complete what they begin, but once it is completed, they lose interest and quickly need a new project or interest to take its place. It seems like they don't go back to do things over and over again. Once they've seemed to have conquered it, mastered it, if you would say, but again, they need versatility. So let's continue. I'm just double checking to make sure you can see this in your monitor. So depending on their complete date of birth and planetary correspondence, the 9 individual have to guard against being self-righteous. Some are dedicated to a religion or organization and may, and I put in parentheses, often it's with good intentions, but be overly persistent, pushy, or fanatical that others joined and participated in these things too. On a smaller scale, nines often think that their way is the best way. It is hard to change their minds, beliefs, and views once they become part of a cause or organization. In parentheses, can lose their identities and become more of what that religion or organization gives them as an identity and less than an independent individual. Again, it all depends on the full chart as well as what other numbers are in that date of birth. Also, their name is a big factor. We'll go into that here shortly. They can be either very religious or metaphysical. Again, depending on the full makeup of one's chart, there is often a blending of both in a complementary manner. The Concord, what we spoke of earlier here, and I said that the Concord was air and artistic. The Concord for number 9 is the same as that for number 3 and 6, days of birth. The air element is spirit with creativity and steadfastness. It is important that they have their freedom to spread their wings. Air must flow in order to renew the space it occupies. There is some key words for this Concord of the number 9: original, refined, and compassionate. Now the classification is the all. It is yours. And there are only 2 letters in the alphabet that vibrates to the number 9 when it's converted in a name, and that is I and R. So if your first name begins with either one of these letters, or you have many of them in your complete name, then the 9 energy with that date of birth is much more exemplified. This gives the number 9 individual their sense of sharing and generosity, having a vision which includes versus divides. Many 9s are future-oriented, optimistic, and dedicated to what they do or represent. Occupations and vocations for the 9 are architects, writers, speakers, artists, scientists, craftsmen of all kinds, teachers, religious leaders. They're mechanical and they make great counselors. The 9 on the pyramid is the capstone on the top. It encompasses everyone. The lesser numbers that we spoke of between 1 and 9, where we had cornerstones, we had key numbers. 9 is a capstone. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. If you have any questions, please let me know. Also share with me anyone that you know that is a 9, or maybe it is you, and let me know how you find this to resonate. Would love to hear from you. Thanks, everyone. We'll talk again soon.